hate the homies.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Pimpins and pimpettes. Welcome back to another episode of I Hate the Homies podcast. Rock T is who I be.
It's your boy GRIFF, a.k.a. Griff Stradamus, a.k.a. Jason the Jet Terry. Episode 86, I'm going to go with Hines Ward and James Lofton. How about that? And I hate the homies.
James Lofton was number 80, sir.
Hey, man. I'm reading. Hold on. And I thought
Buffalo Bills.
But it's a Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton with players that have this number. And James Lofton, there's only 3 of them. And James Lofton is on there.
James
so
Lofton
somewhere
80,
he put, I know he was. Somewhere he was an 86. I'm going to pull it up right now. Go ahead.
And it's your boy Supa Dave. While he's pulling that up. But guess what, y'all? We don't care.
But now I care, though.
I know you do.
They giving me wrong information.
Oh, man.
You can't trust everything on the internet.
You can't. How about that? How about that? Unless it's in a good old-fashioned Encyclopedia Britannica, you absolutely right.
Like back in the day. Look at that number 80. He's showing you number 80 right there.
It's 80 on everything. I can't even.
Hey, that's why they call me the sports genius there, so I got your back.
Hilarious.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what I get. I walk right into that one. I don't know. And I know he number 80. I don't even know why I said that out loud.
You said that with confidence.
With confidence. It's the strong. It's called being strong and wrong. Anyway.
All right, well, something that you're gonna be right about is the Grammys. We're gonna get in, we're gonna kick this episode off talking about the Grammys.
All right.
Then of course we're gonna talk about one of the greats to ever do it, Carl Weathers, rest in peace. We all know him as Apollo Creed from the movies Rockies. From the Rocky
he
movies.
played for the Raiders, man. I know him as a Raider
who's
went into acting.
Linebacker.
Yeah.
Linebacker, yes indeed. And Kevin Durant said he would be considered the GOAT if he didn't join the Golden State Warriors.
And get a championship. That's what he mad about that.
Right. And then, of course, Superbowl, baby, it's going down. We got our picks, who's going to win, and we're going to go around the table and tell you all our opinions and all that kind of good stuff. So let's get it popping, man. I Hate the Homies podcast starts right now.
I hate the homies.
All right, Griff Stradamus, let's go ahead and get popping with this Grammys, man. It was I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing, but what I saw looked pretty dope this year.
What'd you like?
Of course, Jay-Z. I mean, he was just keeping it real, supporting and riding to die his baby. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something.
He brought
as you should.
He brought a good point up. Like you got all these. She's got all these individual.
Not all these. She has the most Grammys in the history of the Academy.
Now let me break it down for you. If you got the most Grammys in the history of the Academy and all these songs, a lot of these songs was on one particular album at one point in time. Therefore, you would think she would have album of the year. Out of all of her albums that she's done, you would think one of them would have been album of the year because she's had multiple hits on every single album. But hey, I digress.
But when is enough, man? You said she has how many?
32.
The most.
The most Grammys
of all time. Got to be 33, 34, 33. One of them.
All we do is sit here. I don't mind Jay-Z what he did, speaking up for his wife, but all we do is complain about not getting this, not getting that. That's that generation that's coming up now. That's what they're doing. We don't sit here and complain about things. You earn it. And now, I'm speaking of this year. Who's the hottest woman out there right now?
Taylor Swift.
Okay. But it was very close because they was running their concerts at the same time. Taylor Swift and Beyonce.
I think Griff, she was selling up big time.
No, Taylor was doing 3 nights. Beyonce was doing 2. So Taylor was coming in on Thursday and closing it out on Saturday and Sunday, and Beyonce was just doing 2 nights. But
at football stadiums.
At football, both of them.
Beyonce was doing, both of them was doing football stadiums.
But Taylor was doing like 2 and 3 nights at football stadiums.
Yeah.
Selling out. Selling out.
That's 200,000 guaranteed. I'm coming to see Taylor Swift. The Swifties was not a game. I was in Houston. I told you, and I was performing with some more of them on the tour next to the RG. What's where the Houston Texans play? It's a little place that hold about 13,000 that's next to it. Man, when I tell you this, I was at a hotel with Swifties and I thought they was kids, pretty much anyone under 40.
Yeah.
And their children as well was Swiftie.
I couldn't name a Taylor Swift song. But she
the player's gonna hey, shake it off, shake it off. Ooh. I got daughters, dog.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Hey, I love how the Dr. Dre Global Award is black. The Grammy is actually black. I think that's super duper cool. One of my favorite quotes from Jay-Z, he said, a lot of y'all gonna feel like you got robbed when you go home. And a lot of y'all gonna get robbed. Man, he said, you had to excuse me. I tell the truth when I'm nervous.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love it.
I've known this brother from South Africa, Trevor Noah, since 2009. And to watch him go to where he is right now, first of all, you are performing in the hardest room in the world, period. It ain't no room. The Emmys ain't harder than that. You performing for 3.5 hours inside the place where the Lakers play, filling time in a room where everybody just want to get to the after party. You know what I'm saying? I thought he did super duper good. I really enjoyed Fantasia. Fantasia came on 5 minutes before the second hour, so it would have been 8:55 for y'all. She came on Central. And to me, she had the best performance of the whole night.
Let me tell you something about Fantasia, man. We talked about this on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. You got to start putting her in the conversation as one of the greatest performers on that list of long, great performers. Like she is no longer.
She can get on there. She ain't a. I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
American Idol winner who's still out here. No.
She. You know who she reminds me of? A young Patti LaBelle. Like
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Absolutely.
She puts on a show, and of course, the girl can doggone sing.
That is the most important of everything of that whole. I liked everything. I really liked Annie Lennox singing Nothing Compares to You, that Prince wrote. Of course, you know that, Dave. But she was singing it with Wendy and Lisa.
The Revolution?
Wendy and Lisa were accompanying her on the piano and the guitar, and it was just Annie Lennox singing it. It was special. I'm getting chills again just talking. It was Wendy and Lisa, dog. It's their music, dog.
If y'all don't know who Wendy and Lisa, they were part of the Revolution. Prince and the Revolution.
They were the Revolution.
Look at that.
Look at. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not watching this and you're listening to it, Supa Dave is a beyond huge. Supa Dave is the Swiftie of Prince fans.
Yeah.
Whatever they call the Prince fans, that's Supa Dave. He actually has on a brand new old 1999 hoodie. That's crazy. It's a brand new old album. That's crazy.
They call the Prince fans Princeys.
Don't do that.
What do they call Prince fans? Supa Dave?
Princeys, right?
No, they don't call those Princeys, man.
Yeah, I never heard Prince. You stupid. That's Blessing Rock T.
Just Prince fans. That's all you got to say.
How about that? Look at his aggressiveness. Now he aggressive. He gonna laugh at me and stand up and do a whole twirl with a 1999 hoodie on. But I start shaking my shoulders to a Taylor Swift song, and he like, look at Griff.
Griff, he told somebody this morning when he saw me in this hoodie.
Yeah,
1999. He said, "That's one of my favorite songs from Prince, 1999."
That's my favorite Prince song.
He said, "But I'm not gonna do all that stuff that Supa Dave does. I'm not gonna wear a veil or anything. You never see me in a veil."
Man,
Never.
did you wear a veil?
But you told us about the veil, and it's hard to forget, dog.
Did you wear a veil?
He told us he did.
Of course he has.
He went to the concert. Remember, he said, I had the gloves. Yeah. All right, Wendy and Lisa. Anyway, did y'all see Lionel Richie? Lionel Richie's face is starting to morph into Simba from Lion King.
Did he answer this question. Did he get a facelift?
He got to face something, dog, because all he needed was Timon and Pumbaa to accompany him.
But he said he didn't. He said
Hakuna Matata.
He is
a wonderful name.
He is an all night long liar.
Hakuna Matata.
He looked like the villain from the first Shrek movie, Lord Baltimore.
No, Lord Farquaad.
Yeah.
Farquaad.
He looked like a giant mascot. Lionel Richie looked like the Duke Blue Devil mascot in the face. Like, hold on, Rock. You remember the McDonald's commercial when the moon was singing?
Yeah.
When the clock strikes 6:30, babe, time to head for Golden Light. Dennis, it's a good time for a great taste.
That joker do
at
like
McDonald's.
You nailed it with the Duke Blue Devil
mascot tonight. Lionel Richie face.
That Duke Blue Devil mascot nailed.
No, it's the Shrek dude to me, dog. It's all shiny and pinched up in the face.
Yep.
Oh, and Kirk Franklin's outfit was so small on the pre-show. It is literally the outfit that is on top of all wedding cakes.
Build-A-Bear.
And Kirk was like, let me go ahead and grab that off a wedding cake and rock this at the Grammys. I believe that's the outfit that Juanita Bynum don't want to see dudes in, that she was going viral for. Anyway, I thought it was good. I'm Taylor Swift is now the only human being in the Academy history to win 4 Album of the Years. I'm happy for that young lady. She actually took control. She came in as country when she was 14, right? And they was priming her. Yeah. She came in as country, and the country people was like, no, you different. We allow you, because the country genre is very protective and guarded. Like, you just can't. So the fact that they let Darius Rucker jump in, as Hootie and the Blowfish to come in, they really private about their genre. But they told her when she was a teenager, yo, you got other stuff to do. We don't even want to hold you. Yeah, we don't want to hold you back. But she had been writing her songs and doing merch and doing concerts by herself, like all her concert money. And I think she made $3.5 billion or $4 billion. That's her money.
Yeah, she's her company's the main promoter.
Yeah,
but Beyonce do the same thing. Most big artists do the same thing nowadays.
And Beyonce and them was teenagers too with Destiny Child. So
let's be real, because I know Shannon Sharp said this on his podcast. Who's moving the needle more now between Taylor Swift and Beyonce?
Taylor.
I mean, we also Taylor is moving the needle more because we only 14% of America as Black people. So Taylor always gonna move more compared to Beyonce. We ain't got the numbers.
Did you see how much she brought in for the NFL?
Yeah, they said 340 million, but how? I didn't say, you know what? Let me get a Chief jersey because I saw Taylor Swift. Are they saying that the Swifties was like, we Chief fans now?
They're going crazy, man.
Oh, okay.
Travis Kelce's jersey is the #1 sold jersey in the entire NFL.
Oh, is it?
So let me say this. Let's just hypothetically say Beyonce was not married to Jay-Z and she started dating Patrick Mahomes. What would happen?
The same problem.
No, I don't think it'd be the same.
Are you kidding me? If Beyonce was in the booth, they wouldn't be cutting to Beyonce saying, oh, look at even Beyonce's happy.
What happened when she performed at the Super Bowl? Everybody go crazy?
No, you got to come to this hypothetical. We're saying if it was no Jay-Z and Beyonce was with Travis Kelce and he like black
Patrick Mahomes. with
Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback,
That
even
take it to a
more.
whole nother level. Exactly.
Right.
No,
Come
I don't
on,
think
man.
You don't want
I
to
don't
play
think
this
she
one
moved
with
the
us?
needle. I don't think it's the same. I do not think it's the same.
In the
Not even
end, during
close.
Black History Month, I will say this: we are still only 45 million people in a country that has 340 million people. We are not. We don't move the needle together collectively. But I believe Taylor is bigger than Beyonce, and the Grammys just showed last night. Not by Grammy numbers. Grammy numbers. Beyonce is the GOAT if she doesn't do one more anything. Grammy numbers alone. That's the Academy saying that. But Taylor Swift is different because it's just her. She never came up with a group of girls and had success somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? It's just been Taylor by herself, and her name means something. That's the bottom line. Her name means something.
And if she wears anything, like if she has on your Michigan football jersey you have on right now.
Agreed. She puts
that on right now, she's selling those out in Michigan.
Do you know when she won her first Grammy, she was blah, 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 and blah, blah. And she said, you know what? I'm going to do something for y'all that I told my team I'm going to do. My album come out in April. They was going crazy. My album come out in April, and as soon as I go backstage, I'm going to post the album cover. Now, I'm looking at it right now. The album cover now has 14 million views in 24 hours, dog.
Yeah.
Man.
Guess what that means? That same kind of problem is when if she say, this is my favorite beverage.
Now, let me tell you why.
This is my favorite jeans.
Let me remember I said this. Here's my prediction. Don't be surprised because Taylor's smart. She's very brilliant on how she moves with her marketing.
She's not goofy with her. No, not at all. Yeah, she's an OG with that.
Don't be surprised if she winds up on Shannon Sharp's podcast.
Shannon Sharp would want to.
Exactly.
He's a tight end. Shannon Sharp would want it.
I guarantee you.
I'm going to say it right now. I don't think he's sweet enough.
Listen,
I don't think he's sweet enough.
Taylor Swift, because Taylor Swift.
I think Taylor got other fish to fry. I don't even think she's tripping off Club Shay Shay.
She going to pop up on Club Shay Shay. Here's why. She knows that, I can go get some of these other fans over here in this African American community. I know I got a few of them, but I can go get these like for real, man. And she just gonna be herself. She ain't trying to be like, I ain't gonna try to act black or whatever. I'm just gonna be me, man. If she get on Club Shay Shay, it's over. They gonna shatter what Cat Williams did.
But it doesn't do her brand any reason to go on Club Shay Shay.
More. No,
I'm just saying, I hear everything you said. I can get a whole nother, a whole nother
audience.
Always remember, dog, she has the audience she wants.
You need her. Shannon needs her.
Yeah.
She doesn't
and she just won. Now she literally is the only human being to win 4 best albums. And we talking about every music genre you can think of, Taylor Swift is the one.
And everybody feels sorry for her because was it Kanye West who ran up on the stage?
The MTV award one time, clowned her, had her looking dumb. But guess why? They was mad? Because this black man is being mean to this white lady.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
That's the only. Anyway, I'm happy for Taylor. It's Black History Month. Don't let me get on a soapbox. Let's move on. That's our Grammy wrap. How about that? The Grammys was cool. Go look at it. I think you can watch it on one of the online, whatever it is.
You did mention the word GOAT. So let's talk about Kevin Durant saying he would be in the GOAT discussion had he not joined the Golden State Warriors. So Kevin Durant, we all can agree, one of the greatest hoopers of all time. That's not even debatable. He's one of the greatest hoopers of all time.
Yes, he will go down as one of them.
But he said he would be in the GOAT discussion had he not joined the Golden State Warriors. So I'm trying to understand how he's coming up with that process. Like, is he saying, because a lot of people saying you was chasing a ring, so you went to the best instead of beating the best. You went and joined the best, so that's kind of an asterisk. It don't count. So now he's saying, well, that's the one thing that's probably holding me back from being in the GOAT conversation because I couldn't beat the best at the time when I had an opportunity to. So if I'm going to be considered the GOAT, I should be able to knock off the best the same way Michael Jordan did the Pistons back in the day. So that's what I'm thinking he's coming from. But let's discuss GOAT. Like, people throw this GOAT around like it's a list of GOATs. It's only one GOAT.
It can only be one list, and it can only have a handful of people. On the GOAT list, Muhammad Ali, Tom Brady,
Michael Jordan,
Oprah Winfrey, Michael Jordan,
Yes.
dude who made Apple, who bought Twitter,
Serena Williams.
Yeah,
like if you know, in each sport or
it's
industry, it's one
it's
GOAT.
a swimming GOAT. It's a gymnastic GOAT right now. it's a Formula One GOAT.
Right.
It's a NASCAR GOAT. It's a tennis GOAT, like you said, male and female. And we can say the GOAT, and then we could say all honorable mentions after that. When you talk about tennis, you say Serena and Venus Williams, and then you say Martina Navratilova and Monica Seles, and it's about 15 of them.
It's Navratilova, man.
I don't care.
You say Martina
Motorola, Martina Nowitzki, Pete Sampson. No.
Pete Sampras.
Pete Sampras. No, I'm just I couldn't remember it real quick.
What? What they were down when he was with Oklahoma. They were down. They were up 3-2 over the Golden State Warriors, right? This is when he was still with Oklahoma.
Yep.
Had a chance to knock Golden State off. He's doing a championship run without Kevin Durant. He blew that during the offseason. Draymond Green, some of the guys called him to come on their team because that's when Golden State lost to Cleveland in the championship when they blew that series.
Yep.
Came and won 2 championships with the Golden State Warriors, but then what happened after that? He couldn't handle the pressure of not being the man. You're on a team. Steph Curry was the best player on that team, even during that time. Not taking anything away from Kevin Durant. He went somewhere else. Went to where? He went to what? The Nets?
Yep.
Formed that team together. That was a disaster.
That was a disaster.
You said it wasn't a disaster?
I said that was a train wreck. And now he with Phoenix, who was already doing good. He keep going to these already doing good. I mean, that's as a superstar, you're not gonna play for a garbage team. Like you gonna go.
But if you put yourself in the same position that Michael Jordan, Steph Curry, I'm not saying Steph is a GOAT. I'm just saying the people put him out there as a GOAT. LeBron James.
Steph on that GOAT list, dog. Let's not downplay it.
Elevate other players. And what I've seen with Kevin Durant, he had a lot of talent at Golden State. We're seeing the real person with the Nets and with the Phoenix Suns. Can you elevate these guys to go win a championship and be the man on your team?
He's such a by yourself dude, though. Like he ain't even I saw Kevin Durant at the mall, that dude played basketball in real life, and then he played 2K at the house. Like look, am I lying, Rock? And he practiced all day. When he not playing 2K, he practicing. When he not practice, he playing in the game.
So then what are you saying is he had time to brush his hair? Did he have time to do that?
I don't know why these great dudes be losing their hair at 23. They be stressed out.
He did brush it one time this year. Like earlier in the season, I seen his hair actually brushed for the first time. And I'm like, yo, all right, Kevin. But then after that, that was it. Now, I think he could have won. He should have won the championship his first year with Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker.
Okay.
And the big man. What's the big man that left? What's his name?
Left the youngin from Arizona.
Yeah, I know you're talking.
What's his name, man? Come on, dog. But that squad right there, that should have been the squad that he should have led to the championship. Like for real.
Right.
He had enough help.
And because he did, and everybody was like,
yeah, exactly. So
goatish.
Yeah. So go ahead. He's on the honorable mention list, but he's definitely not considered the GOAT in my opinion.
Nope.
So let's before we go to the Super Bowl, man, let's say rest in heaven to the amazing Carl Weathers, best known as Apollo Creed from the Rocky movies. He died recently at the age of 76, peacefully in his sleep, but he was Action Jackson. You know what I'm saying?
He's on the Mandalorian right now. He just had a FanDuel commercial last week, dog.
Yes, sir. Carl Weathers,
I stopped my wife. I said, babe, let me tell you something. I paused it and I said, that dude has been around and everybody knows him and he is working still. And I was my wife be so not caring when I be excited about. I be excited because the game is never over. The game is he could have been, I was in Rocky and then been all low self-esteem and never, but everybody liked him. He was a good dude. When he did Happy Gilmore,
yes, sir.
That the trajectory of his career went some more. Like it was like, man, like I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
When did he become a big part of us? Because for me, it was in Rocky.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rocky 1 and Rocky 2.
When he died. Spoiler alert for somebody young who ain't seen the Rocky movies. When James Brown came out and sang "Living in America," and he had the freshest United States paraphernalia boxing outfit ever.
He was ripped up like, yo.
We couldn't have been more happy as Black people in the movie theater. And when he died, we hated the Rocky series after all that. We
when he
cool
died,
on him.
We cried.
We cried.
And I remember the guy as he was getting beat down by Drago.
The bald head dude in the corner.
The bald headed dude that said, "Throw the towel! Throw the damn towel!"
He said, "If he dies, he dies."
I actually saw that movie at the Chinese theater place in LA at the premiere. My Aunt Michelle was a publicist, and I was sitting all close to. I saw Sylvester Stallone and Carl Weathers and the Drago dude, the actor, and all that. It was kind of cool. I was a kid. It was awesome. And when you're a kid, they talk to you.
Yeah,
all the actors and stuff. Sylvester Stallone did one of these with me like that. Like,
and a lot of people don't realize that Carl Weathers played in the NFL with your Raiders, dog.
He played with the Raiders. He played with a couple teams. Like he was one of the, he had saw the success of what was the linebacker that came out and did Webster. TV was starting to like the big athletes. Oh, look at the big goofy goofs. You know what I'm saying? But I loved how he got to remain him. He was a physical body that was beautiful. Like when you saw him, you was like, Rocky about to die. Look, Rocky about to die right now.
It's time to work out. Like
and there was no way in Rocky 3 when they're racing on the
sand.
That Apollo let him win.
Yeah, of course he did. Apollo was jogging. When you go back and watch that movie, he was jogging. That's why they had to put it in slow motion to make it look like it was real.
I had a tiger, dog.
Yes,
and those shorts like they had on back in the day.
Yeah, dog. Come on,
He gonna be missed, man. He really gonna be missed the most for probably having a shag too. The shag.
The South Dallas shag is what we call it.
Yeah.
Yes,
one of them rappers recently brought it back about 3 or 4 years ago. Yellow something.
Yellow Beezy.
Yeah, Yellow Beezy. He brought it back.
Hold on. Was it in Rocky 2? Because we always think of Morris Day and Jerome holding the mirror for Morris Day.
Yeah.
Wasn't it in Rocky 2 that somebody held the mirror for him as he was combing his hair when he got in the ring?
Yep. Yeah. It was one of his trainers.
His trainers, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
It was, as a kid, he was like our first Black person on like a real action hero. You know what I'm saying?
Talk trash.
Yep. And that was,
but could back it up though. Had you like this?
But that was that was the era of, even though it was kind of coming down, Muhammad Ali at the end of, right, that was that time around the end of his career. A trash talking boxer, the greatest of all time. And so when he hit
Yeah.
that Rocky, I was like, oh man, it was off the chain. So rest in heaven, Carl Weathers, my brother. And let's get into the Super Bowl, guys. We're about to tell you who we think's gonna win the ball game. Coming up next. All right, so Super Bowl, where we at? 58. Let's get ready to get
56?
it popping.
Is it 56?
It's 58, right?
58.
Yeah.
58?
Yes, sir. San Francisco
You got those
49ers.
You got those Roman numerals.
Yeah, man.
Everybody get
X's
confused
and
on.
V's and juniors. Be like, so it's Super Bowl to junior. I don't
Super Bowl.
understand though. Right. Right.
49ers.
Just tell me. You can put a number next to it. Stop tricking me with X's and V's and I's. Just
put the number there.
68 next to
Yeah.
it. I can appreciate 68.
Yeah, man. All this old English stuff. 49ers, Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes' dad is actually going to make the game, even though he got arrested from the DUI, whatever.
Yeah, it wasn't his first one. It was out there by y'all.
Yeah,
all I could do is
Texas.
Yeah.
all I could do is laugh because the first thing, the news is so grimy. The first thing they say is, "How is that going to affect Patrick?" My daddy was drunk. I wasn't. What is y'all even talking about?
And I'm used to this.
Yeah,
This is not his first DW.
His brother's gone through some stuff too.
Yeah, man. His
Yeah.
younger brother. Yeah.
Well, guess
younger-
what? Folk go through stuff.
It's
That
like-
man's still going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
No, he gonna be right there, and he ain't the first person to get a DWI. So leave him alone. He just his son just happened to be in the biggest football game. It was a bad week. It was bad timing, but I don't think no alcoholic said, "I'm gonna get drunk next week when it's not the Super Bowl."
Man, 4 Super Bowls. This is his 4th Super Bowl in 6 years as a starter. That right there alone is amazing. He's won 2 of them. He wins this 3rd one.
Don't do it. Don't say it.
No, all I'm gonna say is this: you got to start putting him in the conversation of greatest of all time.
You
He
better.
ain't
And
gonna
he a
beat-
little boy with
He ain't
a hat with a helicopter on the top of it. Oh,
ain't gonna-
it's coming.
You can't give it to him until he wins 7 Super Bowls. At least he got to at least catch Tom Brady. He got to at least catch him.
But I think the sad part about this, and we all do this as a society, we live in a moment. And I'm not taking anything away from what Patrick has done and what he's gonna do. But we also forget who was the GOAT before Tom Brady. Who was that?
Joe Montana.
Montana.
So we just jumping.
But who was the GOAT here? Y'all grown. Who was the GOAT before Montana?
Would you put? I'm trying to think.
Terry
Bradshaw.
maybe?
Terry Bradshaw.
Bradshaw was a whole problem. And then it was an era of no quarterback kind of getting to Bradshaw. Once you get 4 in a row, and then one person get one here, then 6 years somebody else. So when we talk about the GOATs, we talking about the people. I'm gonna tell you how bad Joe Montana broke my just soul. 84, the Raiders win the Super Bowl, and we just won it 3 years before that. We are the team in the Bay. In 85, San Francisco gets Steve Young, and no one talks about the Raiders again, dog. They got Jerry, Roger Craig. Oh, dog.
Joe Montana. What year was this?
85.
85.
Yeah.
Joe was still there, right?
Yeah, Joe was still there, but Steve Young was his tutelage. It was
Steve. Did I say Steve Young?
Steve Young.
No, I'm talking about Joe Montana. I will always know who he is. And then right when you was like, Joe went to the Chiefs.
Here comes Steve.
Little boy that's left-handed, a southpaw.
Let me tell you something about Steve Young.
Who had the Johnny Manziel legs.
Let me tell you something, man. Remember when Joe Montana was still on the 49ers before he left? And the 49ers used to blow teams out, and they used to put Steve Young in for that scrub time.
Yeah.
At that time, I'm like, oh, this dude may be better than Joe Montana.
Let me tell you, remember, he was getting the same at one game in that scrub time. He got the same numbers that Montana got in the whole game. They was like, we might be good on Joe Montana. We might let him check his options out.
But after Joe Montana, they only won 1 championship with Steve Young.
Yeah, because them
Oh,
Dallas
yeah.
Cowboys
So,
came to town.
exactly. But I'm saying
How
it's
about
still
that?
right now. It was still Joe Montana. I'm saying how we look at what Patrick's doing right now. Yeah, it's an incredible run.
But who came before Patrick? Nobody. That's the whole point. All
Joe
you
Montana?
I'm saying you can say Joe Montana, who was a Chief, came before Patrick Mahomes, but I'm talking about as a person who has to play the Chiefs twice a year.
Mhm.
It ain't been no fresher quarterback for the Chiefs, dog. The
Yeah.
Chargers had Drew Brees and Phillip Rivers, and so they go about 30 years of football, right?
Dan
Chiefs
Fouts
never-
back in the day.
The Chiefs never had nobody, dog. They had a run. They had Christian Okoye.
Sure did.
They had a
Everybody's favorite.
linebacker that was real sweet, but other than that, they never had nobody that was sweet until Joe Montana went, and then he took them to a little bit. But Patrick Mahomes is a dog.
Let's just remember this: Joe Montana 4-0 in Super Bowls, right?
Yeah.
Is he
4-0. He's 4-0. Yes,
Oh,
4-0. What is Patrick Mahomes?
2 and
2 and
4,
4.
2 and 2,
2 and 3. 2 and
2-1. 2-1. They lost one to Tampa.
that's right.
No, but he went 4 times.
Now, this to be the fourth
This
time.
is
right
fourth.
here.
This is
Oh,
fourth.
Okay. So 2 and 1. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's 2-1. Tom Brady right now is a long way to go for we could even mention Patrick Mahomes being.
But can't you appreciate that when you think of football quarterbacks, and we us three lived in a time of Joe Montana and Steve Young and Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre's and Troy Aikman's and all these great quarterbacks that, I mean, the boy for the Buffalo Bills in the early 90s and what they did. But right now, Patrick Mahomes is a problem, dog. No one is understanding my life.
No, he is a problem. I want to look at these numbers right quick. The first 7 seasons, we're going to compare what Brady did and what Patrick Mahomes did in the first 7 seasons.
Okay.
Tom Brady went 82-26. Patrick Mahomes 87-25. It's the first 7 seasons.
87 and what?
82-26 for Tom Brady.
Right.
87-25 for Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, damn.
Passing yards, 225 per game for Tom Brady. 296 yards passing for Patrick Mahomes.
Per game, the average.
Average per game.
Wow.
This is where it gets tricky right here.
Interceptions. To me, after you do
4 Super Bowl appearances, well, for Tom Brady, he went 3-1 in that 7-year span. 3-1. Right now, what we're seeing right now with Patrick Mahomes.
2-1. He went another one.
Too.
These numbers are incredibly close. What about touchdowns? Tell me touchdowns. What about touchdowns?
Let me get the touchdowns for you.
I think Brady threw a lot of interceptions early.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I want to see, because really touchdowns and interceptions show a lot about as they get, 15 interceptions one season, 10 the next one, 8, 5. I like that interception ratio to go down every year.
But just look how close they are, and they're similar. If he wins against the 49ers on Sunday, he's actually 3-1, same spot that Tom Brady was in.
They're gonna win, dog. They're gonna my pick. Let's skip all goofy
years in the NFL. After 7 years in the NFL,
that little boy has been a thorn in my side so much. I will never go to Arrowhead to watch a game. I'd rather watch them in Vegas, where we got a kind of chance. But in Arrowhead, I ain't going. I got the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I like Shanahan, but his daddy don't even have as much football experience as Andy Reid. Andy Reid that dude is a coach's coach. He don't say much. He don't get emotional. He has a game plan. He got people around him who execute it, and he watching the game like us sometimes. Okay. Look at my guy.
We talked about this a couple of weeks ago about Bill Belichick when he retired, and we brought this part up. Was it Tom Brady, or was it Belichick, or was it both? And I kept saying it was both.
Yeah.
If you look at Andy Reid, talking about the same person, same kind of coach that Bill Belichick is. I mean, Belichick is the greatest of all time. We say that right now. But with Andy Reid, he didn't win a championship in Philadelphia. He had Donovan McNabb. He got to the Super Bowl, but he got a quarterback that choked at the end, threw up on the field, and couldn't get it done against the Patriots. I remember that.
Terrell
How many
always
years?
had to
How
do
many
that.
years? How many years did he coach in Philly?
Let me get that.
Andy?
Yeah, Andy
Yep.
Reid.
Because that's a factor right there.
It had to be more than 11.
But when did he start getting his success?
With Donovan McNabb.
No, when he had Patrick Mahomes. We talking
No,
about
no, no. He started getting sweet with Donovan McNabb.
No,
Yeah.
he didn't win a championship.
No, but you talk about when he started getting his success. He started getting success.
When we look at success, I'm saying comparing him to
You
Bill
just
Belichick.
equating it to Super Bowls, period.
Super Bowl.
Oh,
What
yeah.
Belichick
When he went
had
to the
go through,
Chiefs.
what the Belichick had to go through with
Cleveland.
New England, with Patrick, with Tom Brady, because Belichick didn't win in Cleveland.
Sure didn't.
No.
He didn't win in Cleveland. Once he got his quarterback, I think they all worked together. I think they both needed each other.
They
We'll
got to
find
work
out.
together. You need a young quarterback. If here you are, new to the franchise, we know you from your other things. We know Supa Dave because he was a damn decent coach with the Commanders. That's how we know him. Now, when he coming to us, we don't want to hear about your Commander days, dog. Nobody wants to. You need to. You know what I mean, Brock? Like,
without
time to show me how I can be better. Because in the end, all you can do as a coach is show me how I can be better at this game that we all love at the same time. But how can I be better? And how can I? And guess what Patrick Mahomes does to be the best? He listens, dog. He's coachable, dog.
No disrespect to.
That's 14 years for Andy Reid.
14, yeah. I know it was at least 11.
No disrespect to Bill Belichick. Listen, the guy obviously knows how to coach. Without Tom Brady in his coaching career at New England, we wouldn't be saying he's the greatest of all time. In my opinion,
all. He
would still be a solid coach.
But they needed each other.
I agree. But without Tom Brady,
that's fine.
Okay, let's take Bill Belichick off the doggone team and bring in another coach with Tom Brady.
They're not that sweet.
Tom Brady still wins Super Bowls.
But at the early part of Tom Brady's career with the New England Patriots, he wasn't putting up great numbers. He was not putting up. No, he wasn't. They had a defense. What did they specialize?
Their defense was crazy. Remember, they had Mayo and Seymour and the boy that's the linebacker that's on the ESPN right now. They was always stacked.
How did they beat
Ty Law? Yeah, Michigan.
How did they beat the St. Louis Rams during that time? The greatest show on turf. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
In 2001, how did they beat them?
They beat them by a half a yard.
Boy.
But I'm saying defense
in Atlanta.
Hey, no disrespect to the defense, but I'm saying Tom Brady, Bill Belichick needed Tom Brady more than Tom Brady needed Bill Belichick. That's all I'm saying.
Hold on, let me see. Bill Belichick needed Tom Brady.
Yes.
You bring in
Bill Belichick. If you are a football coach,
come on, man.
You need a quarterback. I don't care. I don't want. Listen, my running back will not be the nothing on my offense. I need somebody to distribute. That's the bottom line.
Y'all taking credit away from what Belichick did.
I told you.
I love how he didn't get people that everybody knew. He was getting wide receiver. Wes Welker would never been nothing on no other team except the Patriots.
He's one of the best football minds of all time. You can't take that away from him.
No, not at all. I would never say that.
Seattle that year in the Super Bowl.
What?
I know what you're gonna say. How did they beat Seattle that year in the Super Bowl?
Because Pete Carroll called the worst play in the history of football.
You got beast mode in the back, and you on a half-yard line. Man, come on, really?
What I'm saying is
threw some Skittles at him and told him, go get the Skittles, Marshawn.
Come on, man. How about a quarterback sneak?
The play that Seattle picked was a play they worked on all year, but Belichick practiced that same play during that week, telling homeboy to be ready to catch that interception, to make a play. He made a play. It's coaching too.
Let me tell you something. I don't think Belichick's wife likes him as much as he loves football. He can't be fun. All he can be doing all day is going like this. Yeah. What you say, babe? I was saying we got to go to. Did you know the Steelers is about to get rid of a running back? I just wanted us to go out and have a good time. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time as soon as I get this tight end.
Right.
Gronk is leaving.
I'm with you, Griff. I got the Chiefs winning this game. I just don't see. And here's back to the Andy Reid as the coach. This dude, in my opinion, why he's so awesome. He pulls out a coaching scheme that nobody's seen yet that season. That's why they made Baltimore look like they looked last year. Because Baltimore was like, wait a minute, this ain't what we scouted.
This ain't what we practiced for the last 2 weeks.
And he's got another game plan ready for the 49ers. I promise you. Kansas City's going to win this.
How did they beat the Baltimore Ravens? They played defense. Okay, and that's what I told y'all 2 weeks ago. I said, this is probably Patrick Mahomes' best team he's ever had defensively. They can win close games.
Yeah, but guess what? With 90 seconds left, I believe in Patrick Mahomes. I seen it with my own eyes. No, you up the field, dog, make you look real dumb.
Bad body and all. Bad body and all.
He might miss all wide receivers in the third quarter, but in the fourth, when it's close, dog,
Patrick Mahomes,
San Francisco gonna have a problem. San Francisco better come out like Detroit did against them and not let up. Because if San Francisco do a 3-and-out and Kansas City get a field goal and they do a 3-and-out again and then Kansas City get a touchdown and then they interception, dog, it's gonna get ugly fast.
And Kansas City's not looking to score 30 points like they did.
No, not at all.
No, but the 49ers are.
They keep it, but the 49ers think they are. Right. Christian McCaffrey is a whole problem. I'll go ahead and say that. It reminds me of something that the Rocket Ishmael told me when I was watching a Thanksgiving game one time with the Raiders against the Cowboys. He said, white boys is different. They hard to tackle and hard. He said, it's a melodic game that a wide receiver and a cornerback are in a rhythm together as they run down the field. It's a rhythm. He said white people's rhythm ain't black people. So he's just hard. If you looking at somebody's hip and you used to say he ain't using his hip.
Right.
He ain't. So when I see him run now, I always say that's what Rocket was talking about. Because everybody's over there. Yeah. They
how
to hold him.
They still missing him. So.
Yeah, they still. I like Christian McCaffrey getting 70 yards. I'm not betting this. I'm done with all these betting things, stupid parlays. I like Christian McCaffrey getting 70, but I think Brock Purdy is going to have his eyes wide open in fear. The way these blitzing these schemes. We all know that Debo's a little hurt and he won't say it out loud.
Yeah, we thought that last week or 2 weeks ago. We thought he was hurt. And you see what he did? That dude's a monster, bro. He's bionic.
No, agreed. Yeah, I'm not saying that's going, but he's gonna need Debo. He's gonna need that tight end. He's gonna need both his wide receivers. Unless they come out with a hard attack. See, I didn't like Shanahan's. Let me see what they gonna do, and then we gonna counter against Detroit. I didn't like it.
See, you don't get to stop right there.
Yeah,
that is the key. The biggest key in this game is Kyle Shanahan, because I want to draw up one comparison that we've seen throughout his career as an offensive coordinator, as a head coach. He was offensive coordinator on that team that lost to the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl when he was in Atlanta.
Right.
Because they did run the ball in the second half and use the clock.
He abandoned the run, dog.
Okay. And then what happened in 2019 when he was the head coach of the 49ers, which probably that was their best team defensively. That was the best team. You had a 20-10 lead with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah.
20-10. And you're still throwing the ball and not running the ball. You're going away from what you do best. If he had learned what he's done in the past,
that West Coast offense, dog.
Okay, but you got to run the ball. You got to.
You're right. You're right. But when that's what you bleed,
You got to spread them boys too. In your mind, you saying, I'm like Campbell from the Lions. We live by this, going for fourth, and we gonna die by it. But it's just like a basketball player. You live by the three, you die by the three. Your threes normally work. Tonight you off. So they getting all your rebounds.
I like Purdy. I like what he's become. I think that Mr. Irrelevant, throw that tag away. He's in the Super Bowl right now. He's somewhere Dak, and a lot of quarterbacks wish they were right now. Being a 7th round pick.
I love how you say Dak. Somewhere Dak.
When he was at Iowa State, he played all 4 seasons at Iowa State. So
he played big boy football. He made Iowa State be respectful.
He
made Iowa State be respectful. Playing against Iowa and Michigan and Ohio State, Michigan State, like Penn State. Iowa State wasn't bums. Like, it wasn't an easy win.
I'm not knocking anything he's done, but I don't trust the 49ers defense. I think the team that has the better defense in this game is the Kansas City Chiefs with Chris Jones. I think they will get to Purdy. I think they will slow down McCaffrey. He'll get his yards, but they'll slow him down. And they'll win a close game like we've seen them do all year. I
already know it's going to be 24-21 or 21.
It's not going to
be a shootout.
No.
First of all,
you got
no
Kansas City
defense.
I got Kansas City.
Okay, so all 3 of us got the Chiefs.
That's scary. That's scary for all 3 of us to have them.
Well, I think we know as grown men. He
got him.
The whole NFL, they got him. The NFL, the way they said that Patrick Mahomes and them was the underdogs, it's disrespectful.
And they're still underdogs in this game.
We the defending champs, dog. No. You got it. It goes through us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing else matters except y'all beating us.
And they also got on their side.
They also got Taylor Swift. The Taylor effect.
Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl. Please don't take away the attention of Usher, Taylor. Because Usher already is thinking, well, damn, Rihanna was dancing on the roof and she was pregnant. How I could beat that?
And 50 Cent's rapping upside down. Remember that was 2 or 3 years ago.
50
all that blood rushed through his head.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So on that note, guys, we picking the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl, and Patrick Mahomes will get his 3rd ring in 6 years, 7 years, however long, whatever.
7 years.
As he continues his journey to become greatest of all time. Rock Teasies, who I be, man. Make sure y'all continue to download, subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank you for all the 5-star reviews. I hate the homies. Holla at your boy.
We appreciate y'all. It's your boy GRIFF. We want you to put right here. Just click down here in the comments who you got in the Super Bowl. We want to know. We're going to get a poll going. Right now, we saying the Chiefs, and I hate the homies.
And Apollo is gone, man. It's 76 Apollo.
Throw the
damn. He's your boy Supa Dave. Guess what?
We don't care.
Too soon for all that.
But remember, he had a nice heavenly scene in Happy Gilmore. I want him to come back like that with the hand.
I hate the homies.